Welcome to another episode of my Tokyo Xtreme Racer playthrough. I decided to play ahead a little bit without recording. I just sometimes run out of stuff to say, and yeah, while I enjoy the battles, not all of them are that interesting. It's not always something crazy happening, and therefore, yeah, when you run out of topics to talk about, it gets a bit tough making these, at least for me. So yeah, there are a few things to talk about regarding what I just did off screen, so let's get through all of that. Starting with the car. I decided to change the color a bit, it's now a brighter yellow. I also put on some vinyls and even a body kit. So I think the car is looking really nice right now. There are also some things under the hood, but we'll get to those in a moment. Let's also get into the things that I invested my battle points into. I didn't buy any new car, by the way. I mean, the Civic is just shredding through the rivals. That thing is an absolute beast in this stage, and I'm really happy that I got it. This is really good. And the only thing that I could really invest into would be some cars to use against certain wanderers and all of that, and that's really not a good stage right now. I need especially my battle points for other things. In terms of tuning, I just got all the level 1 stuff. Of course, we also got the level 2 power unit, but I unlocked and put everything into the Civic as well. So, as far as my current options are, the car is fully upgraded. For the driver skill stuff, I decided to go into the self-love skill here. It regains, or lets me regain some SP gauge by doing clean corners and all of that, and it even upgrades on level 2 to even include near misses. That's really amazing because the cornering thing has the little problem that it only works in areas with a lot of corners. So once I go into the Vanguard, I'm shit out of luck there. And near misses work basically everywhere, so that's really good. I wouldn't have even minded if they made that its own skill, so that self-love is only for clean cornering, and there would be another one for near misses, like Adrenaline Junkie, whatever. And yeah, that's all going pretty well, so this is a really nice update. A little nice upgrade for my skills here. Much more noticeable than Peace of Mind, but honestly at this point, I'm not entirely sure if any of these are really a difference maker. But it's nice to have regardless. I will need to invest more points before being able to... I need to first up beat more opponents before even being able to afford anything else here. So this is locked by Bloodhound, this guy... 3 question marks, that's concerning. Might just be something that I get more info on later on. Back in TXR Zero, 3 question marks meant something very specific, and that can't be the thing here. So the perks that I invested into are mainly for making more money, and for that I've really fallen in love with the technique reward. So I'm almost done with that. I need another 77 battle points, but honestly maybe this is a lot of stuff invested here very early on. I should have maybe spread things out a little bit more. Like if I'm unlocking more tuning parts here, which I think I should be getting soon, then yeah, it's not going to look too nicely because I don't have anything to put in here. And I mean, they are not too expensive, but yeah. I would love to get the stuff right away, and that might not be possible anymore because I don't have enough battle points. So yeah, let's just get on the road and keep on going. Although, one more thing that I want to do here, which I always keep forgetting about, so let's get into this right away. I need to try and get a longer final drive ratio in here. Okay, for some reason it's already going down again. I know that with wind resistance, and if your gear is too long, you don't have engine power to keep pushing the car. But the problem that I've been facing here, which is why I'm going to extend this anyways, the thing has been redlining way too much on Vanguard, so if I put this at 235, I hopefully still get a decent top speed while not just overheating all the time. So yeah, let's hope that is how this one is gonna work. And let's put this back on the road to check out a few more opponents. There are a few that I need to take care of, and I think we're going to start over here. When it comes to the random riff-raff teammates and team leaders, I took care of stuff. As I said, I've done a bit in between episodes and it worked out pretty well. And yeah, of course I'm keeping the sticker collection. I love that idea. So that's been 8 teams for this phase. And I think... is it going to be 6 team leaders? Not entirely sure, but I think every single episode here, every single storyline is going to have 2 leaders. For one of them, both of them are already on the road. And I think for the other 2 I need to defeat one to get the other then. Also, weirdly enough, from what I remember, this might not actually count as its own stage. I think stage 1 is basically the start of the game until you unlock the entire course. That makes sense. And stage 2 is from that point on until you beat Cinderella, and I don't really get that. I mean, in the end, I'm trying to avoid that guy because he's always going to boost when I hit him, but it's really tough doing that, and yeah, nowhere to go but into the back of the car there. This might need a few attempts. I mean, I'm slowly catching up again, but he's gonna run me out of SP before I can get anywhere close. But yeah, to me, really the second stage would be when you open up the entire map, as it is right now, and then until you beat all of these bosses, because afterwards you get more cars, you get more tuning parts, you get more new rivals and everything. So that really feels like it's ending a stage. I don't know why they decided to make Cinderella the end of the second stage. I mean, that is a special battle with her. But I think we could easily be stage number 3 and then we are getting stage 4. I also feel like that if we take the way that I count the stages, then the second part of the game, where yeah, just everything new after the early access phase now, everything that we've gotten with the full release, I think it would count as more than one stage. Might be 2 or 3, I think. 3 might even be like the one that I would expect. I've seen the number of bosses and there's definitely quite a few of them, so yeah. We'll have to see, but I think there's going to be multiple one of these sub-stages where you beat a lot of teams, you get a set of bosses, and afterwards you get more teams unlocked. It sucks how often I only can really get into that guy. I mean, I could slow down, but who does that on the highway? But yeah, there isn't really always that much space to avoid him. I'm also slowly overheating, which is not great. Let's at least do an epic drift. I'm losing anyways. And you know what, since both of my temps are already in the red, I'll just end the night and come back the other day. Trying to cool down again and keep this going in the same night, there isn't really a reason for that. So while this feels like giving up, in the end it's the faster way of dealing with this. We got some Wanderers over here. I still haven't managed to beat White Leopard, but at some point. I don't even see Jackknife anymore. Ah, he's over here. Another boss is right there. We get another boss here. I'm gonna take her. She is very close to the on-ramp, so easiest one to get to. And I don't think this should be too difficult. Yeah, there we go. Trans Drive. And then the only one for that new generation stuff should be Gentleman. He can be a pain. Trying to not hit her because I think a lot of the bosses here are doing the hit me and I'll boost tactic. But yeah, as it is, I don't think she can do too much against me. Yeah, that's just an easy half a mil there. And I could come back to her at some point to get more BP. But they're not all that necessary right now. I mean, later on there are going to be some Wanderers that are giving a good amount of BP and money. Unless they change something. Wanderer money is usually the best money, at least from my experience. And there are some really high level ones that should be coming out soon. Not that I necessarily know that I can beat them. But when it comes to grinding, when it comes to milking opponents, that's definitely something to keep in mind. But yeah, right now I'm more shortchanged on BP, so I'll see when I get to some of the other stuff. But theoretically, with my main save, I could just go to the enjoy mode without the locked upgrades and everything, or without everything being locked behind bosses, and then just grind out BP with a high level Wanderer to get the LFA. Although I heard that the LFA apparently has very limited customization. Like not even being able to change the paint job, which would really suck if that's the case. Not gonna find out anytime soon though. I mean, I saw that on a Reddit post, so I believe that. Okay, Jackknife again. Just trying to somehow make it past here. I mean, if we can't make it past clean, we might as well push him a bit. And yeah, I should maybe really go with soft tires. I'm not going to stay out after this win, I'm just gonna go back and look for the next boss here, so hard tires really don't do anything for me right now. And I really feel like I'm having a hard time trying to stay on the road here. But hey, that's Jackknife done, that's Trans Drive done, we have gotten a bit more money as well. Might need to increase the wallet one day. I mean, it's at 50 mil right now, so nothing to worry about. But at some point maybe. Okay, let's see. I could put on the logos. I don't really want to do that right now. I'm gonna beat more people beforehand. Anything else that I need? Oh yeah, the tires. This might be a bit better now. Let's see the difference. I usually just go with hard tires and leave it on that. But this might actually help a bit. And I don't think the tires are going to burn out before my engine overheats. Must be really poorly put together. You step on the gas and you immediately get the thing to blow up. Like something is not right in there. Okay, next one right up ahead. Let's see how we can stand up against the Civic. Which is just in the distance there, watching menacingly. I wonder if we eventually get some names like Hunter or so. I think it would be a really fitting title for how I'm hunting down these opponents here. But yeah, he's just trying to avoid me getting slipstream, it seems. Maybe also blocking, not entirely sure. But now his serving is likely just, I mean... He should be staying on one side once I'm not in the slipstream anymore, so this maneuvering is just all kinds of weird. Okay, got the overspeed, couldn't really commit to the overtake. But hey, I managed to rough my way through. And finally the taxi is coming to my aid for once. So much about the tires. I mean... Oh, please. Oh, Jesus Christ. Really on the last bit. Trying to make it interesting. Look at that little bit that he still had left. That was like nothing. Okay, another story bit. Yeah, as we were resting at the parking area, someone spoke to you in a familiar voice. Voice from a foreign movie dub or TV narrator. And yeah, a gentleman dressed in elegant clothing. I'm pretty sure his dress used to be different. And we also have Trans Drive over here. And they want to talk to Eternal Polaris. So that's the one who is driving the R33 that got beaten by a completely stock Corolla 11. So yeah, great driving talent coming up. You know it. But yeah, Eternal Polaris is also very shy, so hard to catch and to talk to. Ugh. Many are captivated by her driving, yeah, I don't get that. Honestly, they either should have given her a much weaker car to start out with and actually let her shine through her driving by being able to keep up, or just, I don't know, make her the laughing stock until she's actually doing something of note. even with a stock R33, it's just not... getting beaten by a Corona level isn't exactly impressive, I'm sorry. And new title, I don't really care about that. But thankfully, from what I've seen, those titles are getting added to the bad name thingy, even if you don't accept it. So you're not missing out on anything by not accepting every single new one. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have here? That would be easy to get to. That guy as well, let's go here. Let's beat another one from the 13 Devils. So, yeah, Bloodhound and Traitor Jack Knife used to be one of the, or two of the earlier rivals in Tokyo Xtreme Racer Zero. Also appearing as bosses once you beat the required teams. But yeah, Traitor Jack Knife was actually the earliest one, driving a yellow Celaty, while this dude used to roll up in a Toyota Aristo, tuned to look like a DTM car, so big fat wing, white body kit and race livery to look like a discount Mercedes CLK DTM. But yeah, these days they are both driving basically the same car, which is 86 GT. And honestly, when I saw the announcement, I wasn't entirely happy about it. I mean, the Celaty isn't in the game at all, and I know that due to licensing, they can't do crazy body kits without approval, but it used to be more fun when you could encounter crazier stuff on the expressway. But unless we were going with fantasy cars, this isn't really going to happen. Okay, that was easy. But yeah, another story bit is coming up. Upon from the earlier battle, Bloodhound approaches. Overwhelming pressure you felt during the battle was now completely gone. So let's see. My driving is almost like his second coming. Of course, talking about Swift Emperor. Swift Emperor, better known as Lintei or back in TXR Zero Speed King, actually was the final 13 Devil boss. So, yeah. That was cool. And it took me a long time to actually realize that it's the same person we are talking about in this game. Yeah, former members of the 13 Devils. I wonder if we are actually going to get all 13 Devils in here. I mean, we got enough bosses in addition to the early access stuff that they might have put them all in, but I wouldn't even mind if they don't all come back because some of them were kinda forgettable. They weren't all hits. I mean, with 13 people, some of them aren't really going to stand out that much. And yeah, there was a second set of boss drivers, the Zodiac. Who knows if they are even in this game, I'm not too sure. But that's the cool stuff that we can finally find that out once I'm getting deeper into this game. And yeah, he's now referencing the stuff that happened in Import Tuner Challenge, which was kind of depressing from what I heard. Not really worth getting into this. But yeah, these guys are reoccurring characters, and while there isn't always much going on with them, I mean, in the end, they're just rivals, you beat them, you move on. There is some depth to the characters. Okay, let's see, I might be able to get more tuning parts here. I mean, I just beat Bloodhound, and I think he was... Yep. Oh, we even get some more other parts, so... 48 points, that's enough for quite a bit. Oh, we get Nitro. So if I maybe went about this a different way, just got all the teams that unlocked Traitor Jackknife and Bloodhound as bosses early on, I could have used Nitro for the rest of the stage. Okay, 21, yeah, I'm kinda out of points here. Was all going to take 14, so need to finish off a few more opponents here. But at least I can now install the stuff on the Civic already. Level 1 Nitro system, here it goes. And level 2 intake. I mean, that's 3 more horsepower. And that's 1 more. I mean, we are getting to 200 here, so that's pretty neat. So I think we just have 2 more bosses to go. He's in a really good position, especially since that's very close to the C1. So if I need to, I might be able to actually get him on there and trap him there. Just to make it a bit easier defeating him. But yeah, having additional upgrades likely going to be helpful. And I still need to install the other stickers on the car. But I think at this point we'll just defeat the rest of the bosses, and once we get to the next stage, that's when I'm going to install all the stuff and likely get myself a new car. So just having 1 car per sub-stage might be a good idea here. I mean, I expect that we might get... careful. We might get the S2000 next. Jesus Christ, you asshole. Ah, damn it. I couldn't change the... I couldn't change the direction anymore, I was too busy steering. But I mean, we are on the C1 anyways, I just would have liked to take the other route. Oh yeah, we are getting the other guy in here. So it's now 1 against 2, Civic against the Vorks. So let's see how this one goes. Gonna have to deal with this. Way too many Levox in this game. I mean, for this early on they could have put Crimson Boy in a Civic. They could all be in Civics. Ah, Jesus Christ, I was too busy looking at the bars up there. He's just perma boosting. Also, Crimson Boy has been taken out apparently. Yeah, Golden Hanya is also falling back, so we should be alright. He's coming back actually. Ah, never mind. I mean, I could also use my Nitro, but I'll be honest, I just forgot about it. I'm just really forgetful recently. Yeah, let's just go through here. We should be good anyways, and I think the AI is always breaking in here. So we're just gonna seal the deal. Oh, going right to the parking lot. It seems they have no intention of letting you leave. Yeah, I'm going to get beat up now. Those bastards. I have no idea about these guys. They were likely from Import Tuner Challenge from all I know. And I didn't play that game. I didn't know it was part of TXR. Also, it was a very scaled down version of TXR. Much fewer cars, and I don't think even the entire course was on there. So, not the best really. Yeah, Kurosaki, Bravas, whatever. And yeah, now talking about Snake Eyes, who seems to be the leader of Phantom 9. And they are driven by hatred, so... I mean, I hate them too, so that's fair. But yeah, they are this typical kind of guy. Anyway, I'll say it later. Yeah, that didn't really do much. Oh, never mind. Okay, so apparently this is stage 1. That doesn't make much sense to me either, honestly. We didn't ever get this one before, so good to know. But hey, decent amount of money over here. But yeah, the Kurosaki brothers, they strike me as these stereotypical guys that you have in some games or even animes with ranking systems. Like people that could just be of higher rank, but they decided to stay on low rank just to beat down anybody who tries to get past them. Like in some cases they are portrayed as kinda being alright, in some cases even, yeah, if you get to a higher rank everything is going to be dangerous, so those guys, by stopping you, basically protect you. It can be seen as noble, but these dudes are just assholes, so who cares? Okay, but apparently we didn't get another Kurosaki brother or anything there. I thought we would get Iron Old Man or whatever. But yeah, we're just gonna put on the decals as we have them right now. And this might be where we also retire the Civic for now. Okay, rear. Rival emblem, and let's see what's new. So I have 5 of them to put on here. It's gonna be tough to find a good symmetry for. I mean, I could just put this one over here, maybe one right next to it, that would be Bloodhound. And maybe the Kurosaki logo is going to be below that. Okay, second one. Down to 10%, which is minimal size. And yeah, just having the corner outlines there, it kind of makes it hard to really line up the logo correctly. But yeah, this looks alright. So next up are Trans Drive and Playful Gentleman. And they can go on the right. Ah, that feels like a pretty big logo. Really filling out the space there. And the next one. It's gonna do the same and also just try to find the right place already. I mean, I could make him a bit bigger. Due to the silhouette going out of the circle needs to be a bit smaller than what it could otherwise be, and therefore the entire logo looks a bit small. So I think this is actually a good size for it. Slightly compensating for that. So last but not least, I mean certainly least because I hate that fucker. Golden Honey, yeah. I mean in the end, I really only dislike this dude. The other two might be alright, or at least this one isn't all that bad. But something about Crimson Boy just rubs me the wrong way. And yeah, he can go here below the other two. I feel like I should re-edit some of it, so let's just quickly try that. Move further down a little bit, and I think this is now looking really nice. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for the Civic, for the time being. Definitely worth coming back to it once we get the engine swaps, or maybe just fully upgrade it later down the line once we get all the regular tuning parts. But as for now, we should look into getting another car. Maybe I didn't even need to invest all the money into the other stuff here, but yeah, I wanna try out something new. Civics are still locked, but we get some good choices now. S2K, which I'm going to use, the RX-7, and also of course the RX-8, but that's like an old head right now. I could also go for the Silvia. I don't know why we can't have the newer one though. But yeah, the Levorg, the worst one of the two. Like the old one, that's a higher spec one, and it's really a decent bit better, I would say. And of course also the Supra. I should maybe try the Supra just because it's too many battle points that I still need to invest there. It used to have only one body kit, and that really wasn't great, so I might see if it actually got a few more. I think first up we'll need to do some battles in order to even have enough points to unlock that. So we are going to stick with the Civic for a bit longer. It's our civic duty. I might also just get all the tuning parts unlocked if I can. I mean, yeah, definitely not enough points here. Let's at least get some. I would hate having to invest into a lower level power unit, because these are part of more expensive things here. So if I waste a bit of money on a cheaper set of tires and then buy something that's a bit more expensive, no problem. But going for the really expensive stuff, yeah, I would rather get the upgrade right away. So yeah, theoretically we can just go anywhere and do anything from now. But I think that will be for another episode. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time, and until then, as always, have a good one, and bye bye.